Senate candidate and 10-time MLB All-Star, Steve Garvey. Steve, thanks so much for waking up early for us this morning.
Always for you. Thank you.
Well, Steve, the last time California elected a Republican to the U.S. Senate, as you know, was 1988. But just this weekend, a poll from UC Berkeley has you beating Adam Schiff 27% to 25%. They're calling it a statistical tie for first. What is the secret to your recent rise in the polls?
Well, I think that's liberal math because it's clearly 2 points and it's 6 points in the short-term election. We're so excited because about 9 months ago, I was approached actually by both sides of the aisle. Would I consider running? And I said, gosh, I'm still young and vibrant, but I have this wonderful life. And the more I started thinking about it, I thought to myself, there are no voices in California. No recognizable voices. It's a one-party state. The people are suppressed. I'm a Californian for 50 years now. September 1st of 1969, I came to California. The Dodgers called 5 of us up, and I put on a Dodger uniform for the first time. And my dream came true. I got to the starting line. I had a wonderful 20-year career, but I fell in love with California, fell in love with the state and its people. Back when California was the heartbeat of America. I mean, you came here to start a family, for great schools. You had your dreams. And you know what? It's become a murmur. A one-party state has suppressed the will and the fight of the people. It's almost a malaise. And I started walking the state, talking to people from way up north down to the border of San Diego, asking them about their life. And it wasn't the same as it was as late as 3 years ago. 88% of the people wake up in the morning and either break even for that day and month or lose money. And that can't happen in America, and it shouldn't happen in California.
Yeah, so Schiff is spending millions on attack ads against you, making the most expensive California race in history. He's framing it as a two-person race, but you don't need any help when it comes to name recognition. As you just mentioned, you played 20 years of baseball for the Padres and the Dodgers. Everyone in the state of California, I think, knows who you are. Do you think his negative ads are having an adverse effect?
Well, we haven't spent a dime, so I think he's doing a good job of creating my awareness, so to speak. There was a Steve Garvey that everybody knew that took the field every night with 30, 40,000 people, who developed a currency with the fans and the people for hard work and dedication and commitment. And I took it off the field to build businesses, help develop cures for diseases and so forth. So the people know me, they trust me, they know I care about them. Candace has said, my wonderful wife, she said, you never took the field for Democrats or Republicans or independents or libertarians. You took the field for all the fans, and you're going to run for all the people, and I am. I'm the only candidate in this race that's running for all the people. My opponents vote 98, 97% down party line. They're running for a job. I'm running for the people, and it shows. People are standing up throughout California. And a simple thing like more people are registering to vote now in every county in California than ever before. And it makes me feel good, but it also means our messaging is getting through on crime, on inflation and the economy, on the border, the homeless. I've been to the border. I've been to the border in San Diego, from the ocean to the top of Otay Mountain, almost to Macumba, and seeing the infiltration, the war on our streets. And look at crime, smash and grabs. People don't feel safe on the streets of the cities and their neighborhoods, and that should never happen. The homeless, going downtown in San Diego and Los Angeles and in Sacramento, seeing these people who have been on these streets 4, 5, 6 years, who supposedly were given $30 billion. And where has it gone? Because the homeless is increasing. And I'll go to Washington. I'll start with an audit to find out where this money has been wasted, along with the defunding of police. We need our police to be fully supported and funded so that we have security on our streets.
And I want to ask you, you mentioned the border. So the migrant surge has become a huge issue and a major concern, especially for Southern California. 94% of your supporters say immigration and your tough stance on it is important to them. Meanwhile, we just saw Laken Riley laid to rest this weekend, the college student in Georgia murdered by an illegal migrant. Your opponent, Katie Porter, calling her death a, quote, one-time instance. Why are Democrats losing the narrative on immigration so badly?
Well, at the last debate we had, the question by the Telemundo anchor, and she said to Barbara Lee, "Why do Latinos feel that Democrats don't care about them?" And Barbara Lee said, "Well, we don't." And I looked at her and I thought, the Latino people, the hardworking people who came here the right way, they get up every morning, that are the foundation of California, are disrespected like this. And I have a great currency with them for 45 years, going to the ballpark, the Hispanic population loving baseball and faith and their family. I won't take it. And I looked in the camera and I said, that you will be my priority, along with everyone else, obviously, like I said before.
Mhm.
But you can't pick and choose like my opponents. It's we the people. We the people tell Washington what to do. And I've said, I want them to be the wind beneath my wings. Take me back to Washington. I'll go to bat every day, like I did for 7.5 years straight and 20 years, and fight for them. We need to get back, especially in the state, a two-party state. And it was never better than when Reagan and Wilson and Duke Majan battled the Browns, because that's what America is all about. You have to be able to step up. And I was at a state dinner with President Reagan one time at a table, and Tip O'Neill was next to him. And they hear those two banter back and forth and to dig in at each other and tell jokes about each other. But to know that eventually they would come together for the best interests of this country, that told me this is the kind of person that I want to be to represent the people if that day comes. And that was about 40 years ago. And all of a sudden, I'm running today. And the momentum of the people is starting to fill the air. And it's time for change in California.
All right, Steve Garvey, thank you so much. Appreciate you being here with us this morning.
My pleasure. Thank you. God bless.